Though Charlotte, North Carolina was where the non-virtual aspect of the GOP convention was held, the state remains a big question mark on how it will vote in the 2020 election. In 2016, the Tar Heel state voted in favor of electing Donald Trump as president by a margin of less than 200,000 votes. In the 2008 election, however, it voted for the rising Democratic star Barack Obama and his then running mate Joe Biden. Something interesting to note, that back in 2012, the Democratic National Convention was held in Charlotte. Yet in spite of this, it did little to help Obama and Biden keep the state blue. Could history be repeating itself with the incumbent this time around? With the coronavirus shutting down the economy, North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper ordered that the 2020 GOP convention could not proceed in person in Charlotte the way conventions have operated in the past. Some saw this as a political move by Cooper, since he's not only a Democrat, but was also seen publicly at a large gathering in support of Black Lives Matter. So as much as President Trump loves the energy of live events,
by the way, is there any place that's more fun or creative to be than a Trump rally, right?
he was unable to have the kind of spectacle he was hoping for. However, that didn't stop him from creating a makeshift convention speech on the South Lawn of the White House to accept the Republican nomination.
I profoundly accept this nomination for President of the United States.
Outside of how it may influence the 2020 election, Cooper's decision may have a negative impact on his re-election chances as well. Astonishingly, in 2016, North Carolina voted red in the presidential election, but blue in the gubernatorial race. The reason for this was then Republican Governor Pat McCrory's now infamous bathroom bill, which would prevent individuals who identify as transgender from using government bathrooms outside of those which were stated on their birth certificate. In response, North Carolinians rebuked McCrory and elected Cooper. So the question now is, will Cooper meet the same fate as he faces the current lieutenant governor and Republican challenger Dan Forest? So maybe the gubernatorial race isn't the best indicator of how North Carolinians will vote in the presidential election. So what about the Senate race? First-term Senator Thom Tillis, a Republican, faces a tough challenge from former North Carolina State Senator Cal Cunningham, which could possibly be the closest Senate race this cycle. Though Tillis has only been in D.C. for one term, he hasn't won over a lot of new voters. During his tenure, he's been wishy-washy to the point where at times he's looked like a Trump loyalist, and at other times a moderate Republican doing what is most politically convenient at the time. Cunningham has seized on this opportunity and hit Tillis for being a flip-flopper. Yet Cunningham has his own baggage. In the first Senate debate, Cunningham was criticized and labeled as an anti-vaxxer for saying he would be hesitant to take a COVID-19 vaccine approved by Election Day.
So do I read you to say you would be hesitant to receive the vaccine if it were approved by the end of the year?
Yes, I would be hesitant, but I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I think that's incumbent on all of us right now.
With the presidential, gubernatorial, and U.S. Senate races precariously close, it's hard to say whether North Carolina will vote all red, all blue, or possibly purple like in 2016. For these stories and more, go to our website, WashingtonExaminer.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, and be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. From the Washington Examiner, I'm Suraj Hashmi.